The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
Smallwood and Small Insurance, Thomas Miller Agent, Administrative Drive, Martinsburg. Cider Press Restaurant, Exit 5, Inwood. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring in Inwood. Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, Tavern Road, Martinsburg. The Mortgage Center in the Aiken Center, Martinsburg. Dynamark Atlantic Security, your local alarm professional. Holly's VIP Northside, Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. Art McBee Insurance, Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. D&N Auto Specialists off Tavern Road, Martinsburg. And Heffley Motors, HeffleyMotorCompany.com.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
The other night, it didn't work out so well. And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into Charlestown and Washington High School, where today we've got high school boys basketball action, a Class 4A Region 2 matchup as the Washington Patriots play host to the Martinsburg Bulldogs. For Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 Sports, I'm Matt Miller. Matt Crawford off today. John Alderton is our cameraman, and Colin McLaughlin, our engineer, back at the studio. Well, we've got what looks like a very good one here today, especially when you consider the Washington Patriots game just last night. We were here for that one, a sectional showdown. Washington playing Musselman right to the end of the contest when Musselman got a 3 on the final shot of overtime for a 72-69 victory. But I tell you, a young Patriots team certainly coming into their own the way that one played out. The Patriots had a 28-25 lead at the half. Musselman began to rally, and it was tied at 41 going into that fourth quarter. Musselman took their first lead with a little over 5.5 minutes left in the game, but hey, Washington was not going away. It was tied at 61 as we went into overtime, and the Patriots down at 1.67-61 in that overtime session, but forced a turnover, hit some big shots, including a 3 from Mark Farrow, and then in the end, it was Trenton Wolf who knocked down the 3 just before the horn sounded in overtime to give Musselman that victory. So for the Patriots, it's back-to-back losses, and against very good sectional opponents in Jefferson and Musselman. That has their record at 5 wins and 4 losses through 9 games on the floor officially, 3-4 according to the WVSSAC. I know they used a lot of energy yesterday. We'll see what's left in the tank today against the Martinsburg Bulldogs. As for the Dogs, they'll come in 6-1, winners of 6 in a row. That's on the floor. They're 5-1 according to the SSAC. And Martinsburg had a little bit of rest yesterday and a chance to hit that practice floor after a Thursday trip to Bridgeport, and Martinsburg coming away with a 57-48 victory, led 23-21 at the half in that one, but they opened up the second half on a 17-1 run, and that gave them a lead of 18, and well, they never looked back in going on for the victory. Martinsburg doing a nice job rebounding, but again, having some issues with the turnover, and that is certainly something this Washington defense can do, force you into some of those turnovers. We'll see if the Bulldogs can bounce back with a little better effort holding on to that basketball. They will be a little more at full strength in this one. Talking earlier with Dogs head coach Dave Rogers, he was telling us Anthony Smith is cleared and can play in this one. They're going to keep an eye on him during the warm-ups. It's kind of like a deep thigh bruise that he suffered in Tuesday's matchup against Jefferson, and so he will hopefully be back and get a chance to play in this one. And Kazon Villa, who has been out the last couple of games as well, he is back out on the floor after that contact tracing, and so he has been cleared and gets the opportunity to play, so the Dogs a little more at full strength heading into this one. So there it is, your matchup today. It's the Washington Patriots and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. On the other side of the break, we'll see what else is going on around the Eastern Panhandle. We'll check out scores from last night, and we already have a girls' final from right here today. That and more after this. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Welcome back into Washington High School. We're on this Saturday afternoon. The Patriots play host to the Martinsburg Bulldogs. This is the makeup of a game that was to have been played about a week and a half back. It was canceled at that time due to the color on the COVID color map as Jefferson County had gone red. It was during that week the governor announced it was time to scrap that map. That allowed Washington to get back out on the floor by the end of that week, but forced a postponement of this matchup. And, well, today was the day that these two could get together, and so we are ready to bring you the play-by-play. Now let's tell you about what happened last night. We already talked about that thrilling overtime victory for Musselman, 72-69 right here at Washington. In other boys action last night, it was Jefferson getting the victory over Hedgesville, 67-56, as the Cougars continue a very hot start to this season. Over on the girls' side, it was Hedgesville edging Washington yesterday, 33-31 the final. Second victory for the Lady Eagles this season. The Washington girls were then in action right here this afternoon in a rivalry showdown against the Jefferson Cougars, and it was a gritty effort, but the Cougars come out on top 49-39, and so Jefferson continues their strong play on the girls' side right now, showing that they are the team to beat here in 4A and Region 2, having already defeated Martinsburg a couple of times. They've defeated Musselman. They've defeated Hedgesville and Washington. So the postseason on the girls' side just a week away. The final week of the regular season is beginning on Monday, and then after that, they're into sectional tournament play. The boys' season still with 2 weeks left as we play here today, and then there's next week and the following in the regular season before their sectional starts. But it is crunch time in high school basketball. This is the only boys game going on today, as Martinsburg originally was supposed to be at University. That game got canceled due to COVID protocols there with the Hawks, and so that opened the opportunity for this matchup. And Spring Mills was scheduled to play at Hampshire, but Spring Mills having some COVID issues as well, and they were not able to play. And of course, that's part of the reason Martinsburg didn't play last night. They were scheduled to play Spring Mills. Instead, the Dogs able to work out that Thursday affair and coming off that victory against Bridgeport. There you go. That's our check of the area schedule. We'll send it back to the studio for a 2-minute timeout. On the other side, we hear from both head coaches as we preview our matchup with Martinsburg at Washington. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNRN TV 10.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years.
Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood and Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you are away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at Cider Press Deli and Grill.
Now the two teams on the floor getting in their warm-ups as we get ready for the action with Washington hosting Martinsburg. As we continue on the pregame show, we hear from both head coaches. Let's start with the Patriots' Trent Hilliard. We spoke with the second-year coach about the gritty effort from his team in that tough loss against Musselman last night.
We competed. Last couple games we've been competing and sharing the ball, talking, trusting each other, holding each other accountable. Tough loss, obviously. Kid hit a bomb, right? Nothing you can do about it. Defend around him, but for us too, it's we digest it and we move on as quickly as possible, right? Forget about yesterday and get ready for tough Martinsburg team.
Any concern with how much energy you had to put forth in an overtime game last night, and not even 24 full hours later, you're back out here?
Yeah, there's always a concern, right, with the turnaround time such as that. So some guys got some treatment, right? Stretching is a big part of it, right? And yes, there is some concerns, but also, too, for us, to compete at that level yesterday was something that was missing around here. So now they are, they should get kind of used to it and see what it takes to compete and be in these games.
You had some guys step off the bench and really put up some great, especially offensive efforts, but as well on that defensive end. How's the depth on this team right now?
Well, it's funny because, as an outsider looking in, you would think that, we're not deep. But we knew what we had all along, and those guys who sat and waited their turn, they were dialed in, right? They know the offense. They know what we want. We know what our expectations are. And kudos to them. They were ready. They were prepared. They just didn't sit there and say, well, I'm not going to play, so why even, be engaged and stuff like that. So kudos to them, and I'm proud of those guys for coming in, stepping up, and being ready.
What is it you see in Martinsburg in the matchup today?
Well, I see, they want to get up and down. Right, they want to get up and down. They want to come after us. We have to be steady. We have to be. We have to punch first, right? And also too, play solid defense. Get on the glass. I always say, make them work. Right? Don't give me anything easy. Don't bail them out. Again, one shot. One pass shot. We don't want that. We want to move the ball, make them work. And try to wear them down. Because looking at them as an outsider, I just mentioned that too. As an outsider looking in, I don't think they're as deep as they used to be. So we got to wear them down. We're gonna wear them down. So.
Coach, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. That is Trent Hilliard, head coach of the Washington Patriots. Turning our attention now to the Martinsburg Bulldogs. We hear from head coach Dave Rogers. We got our conversation started talking about Thursday's trip and coming home with the victory from Bridgeport.
We watched Bridgeport play Morgantown, led Morgantown all the way. Really should have beat Morgantown, and Morgantown pulls it out by 2 or 3 at the end. In Morgantown. So we knew how good Bridgeport was. And they're 4A. and they've been beating a lot of teams. So for us to, with no prep, jump on that bus, we're practicing when we get the word, hey, we're going to Bridgeport. If I can get the bus, we're going. I said, hey, I'm okay with that. I guess a lot of coaches would sit back and look and say, ooh, you're going to travel 4 hours, play a pretty good team away from home. If you lose, what's that do to you in the ratings in the state? Where does that put you? Well, you know what? My philosophy is, and has been my entire career, we've played everybody. I mean, we've not shied away from playing anybody for Martinsburg High School. And then, again, a lot of people will not play us, but they'll play other teams. So I said, folks, we need to play. That was the key. We need to play. When you look down through the state and you see everybody playing 10, 11, and 12 games, and we're at 5, playing makes you better. So we had a great trip. Kids, I thought, hustled, did a good job, still turning the ball over too many times. But outside of that, I thought we hustled. I thought we rebounded. We beat a good team on their floor. They're such nice people. They had Chick-fil-A sandwiches waiting for us after the game. They just treated us so good. And then, we were on a nice bus, got stuck on the way home, and the roads were terrible. But you know what? It's all part of the game.
Talk to us about this one today. What is it you see in these Washington Patriots who took Musselman to overtime last night?
Well, they lost their 2 bigs. And they lost a good point guard, and I thought, wow, they're really going to back off. Boy, they haven't. I tell you what, I think they're as strong as they were, and a lot of times that happens. When you lose players, other players that you don't think are, that step up and do a great job. So they got some size, they got some shooters, they got some speed. I think they do a good job on defense. So this is going to be a big challenge for us away from home today at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I just, our guys, it's all about mental toughness now. You got to be ready to play.
Dave, thanks. Good luck.
Thanks, Matt.
And there you go, Martinsburg head coach Dave Rogers. His thoughts heading into this matchup as the Martinsburg Bulldogs visit the Washington Patriots. Let's take another 2-minute timeout on the other side of the break. A deeper look at these two teams, and we'll get into our starting lineups as we get you ready for West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together. All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Matt Miller with you from here at Washington High School. Matt Crawford enjoying a weekend off. He needs it, a little under the weather, so hopefully he is starting to feel better. John Alderton is running our TV10 camera. Colin McLaughlin is our engineer back at the studio. The Martinsburg Bulldogs coming in winners of 6 in a row, led by Dorn Smith averaging 15.1 a game, and Anthony Smith at about 13.7 a game. Anthony Smith did not get a chance to play in the matchup down at Bridgeport on Thursday, but is back and hopefully will see some playing time in this one after having a bruise on his thigh. Also, Kazan Villa is back for Martinsburg, and he adds a great presence on both ends of the floor defensively. Really gets after it. Great rebounder and averaging about 4.5 points a game. Martinsburg as a team scoring just under 61 a contest, defensively giving up just under 53. For the Washington Patriots, very similar numbers. They are scoring right around 59 a game while giving up right around 61 a contest. And coming off of yesterday, Terrence Jones, who came in off the bench, led the way with 24, and Mark Farrow in that starting lineup scored 18 for the Patriots in yesterday's matchup against Musselman. Now the two teams headed to their respective benches on that far side of the floor, and as we have the starting lineups here, let's give them to you as well, and we will begin with the visiting Martinsburg Bulldogs. Again, 6-1 on the floor this season, winners of 6 in a row, led by 42nd-year head coach Dave Rogers, a record of 791 wins, 224 losses, assisted by Bruce Fowler and Brantley Osborne, along with Richard Moore and Adam Lewis, who work with that JV program, Chris Berg and Daryl Smith with that freshman program. For the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Kamarion Dow, 6-foot junior guard, scheduled to be in that starting lineup, along with 6'4" senior forward Trey Sager. Dorn Smith is a 6'3" senior forward. Garrett Stobbs, a 6'2" senior guard or forward. And Luke Fowler, a 6'5" junior forward. So again, Dow, Sager, Dorn Smith, Stobbs, and Fowler rounding out that Martinsburg starting lineup. For the Washington Patriots, who come in at 5-4 on the floor. They've dropped back-to-back games, looking to get back in the win column in this one. They are led by second-year head coach Trent Hilliard, assisted by William Fleming and Anthony Polar. It will be Terrence Jones getting the start in this one. The senior guard came off the bench yesterday, but earned the start in this one after he put 24 on the board. Also, you got Trey Jackson, a senior who will be at a guard position. Bryson Fleming is a junior guard. Mark Farrow is a senior, could be listed kind of as a swing man. Will play a little guard, but can play that small forward as well. And then Cameron Harrington is a senior, and he is a forward. So again, that is Jones, Jackson, Fleming, Farrow, and Harrington in that starting lineup for the Washington Patriots. All right, as we pause here for the national anthem, we send it back to the studio, take a 2-minute timeout. On the other side of the break, it's the opening tip and play-by-play of West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Sater Drive in Inwood.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
We welcome you back into Washington High School, where it is the Patriots hosting the Martinsburg Bulldogs, a Saturday late afternoon of high school basketball. Martinsburg on the floor in the orange uniforms, black lettering and white trim. Bulldogs over top of the numerals. The Patriots on the floor in those white uniforms with the blue lettering and red trim. Washington over top of those numerals on the fronts of the jerseys. Zone defense being applied by the Washington Patriots, and it's Garrett Stobbs from the left wing. His three off the mark, but the rebound to Trey Sager on the putback basket is good. So there's a good start for Trey Sager down inside, getting that rebound and the shot to give Martinsburg the early 2-0 lead. The Dogs on the other end will play in that man-to-man defense. Farrow on this near side, giving to Jones. Down low to Harrington. Swing it back out top. Fleming's got it. His pass for Jones. Knocked away. Kamarion Dow dives for it at the midcourt stripe. He's got it. Gives it off to Dorn Smith. Smith splitting a double team, and we've got a foul on the floor, so no continuation as the personal foul will go on, I believe, Trey Jackson. That is going to be his first. Now, he got into foul trouble in last night's game and ultimately fouled out in that fourth quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Dorn Smith right of the lane. A little too strong on that shot. Never got the rim, just the backboard. And Jackson the other way. He works into the lane. Kicks to Fleming in that left corner. Too strong on that three. And it is into the hands of Trey Sager. Quickly ahead to Luke Fowler. Fowler then stripped from behind. Good defense by Fleming to come back and take the basketball, and now Fleming into the lane, draws some contact, missed the shot, got his own rebound, no foul called. Out top to Jones. Jones down the right side of the lane, underhand scoop shot, rims out, no good, and a whistle and a foul going after the rebound. That may be number 2 on Jackson, and it is. Very quickly, 2 fouls, so we are only a little more than a minute and 14 seconds into this one. That's going to get Braden Stottlemyre off the bench and into that Washington lineup. Martinsburg basketball, length of the floor to go. Right now holding on to a 2-0 lead. Kamarion Dow taking that inbounds will make his way towards the front court. Stops with it on that far side. Now they'll swing it around to Fowler in this left corner. Again, that zone being applied by Washington. Skip pass from right to left, and from that left corner, the three is up and good for Luke Fowler. His 10th three on the season, and it gives Martinsburg the early 5-0 advantage. Jones down the right side of the lane, forcing up that shot, got it to the rim, but it comes off no good. 2 free throws coming, though. He was fouled in the act. That is on Kamarion Dow. The Bulldog 6-foot junior guard has his first. And Jones will go to the line where he was 4 for 5 yesterday. Also hit a couple of 3-pointers as part of his 24-point effort. First one through, and the second opportunity on the way, and that one off the back rim, no good. Box out Dorn Smith, able to tip that one, and Fowler controls. 5-1, the Martinsburg advantage. The Dogs in the front court, they shoot at the basket off to our left. Dorn Smith working down low, intended for Fowler, and that pass goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Martinsburg. Fleming was right there, looked like he had a chance to maybe grab it, but I think he thought that ball was out off a Martinsburg player, but apparently it had touched Farrow. And now, wait a minute, they are, okay, it is going to go to Washington, so Farrow did not touch that basketball. The official had pointed the wrong way, and then pointed the wrong way a second time before eventually we get the ball going in the right direction. It belongs to Washington. So that was a Bulldog turnover on that errant pass. A little better than 2 minutes into this one, a 5-1 Martinsburg lead. Stottlemyre giving it off to Jones right near that midcourt stripe, tiptoeing it as he went from that far side to the near side of the floor. Kamarion Dow guarding Jones. Fleming now pops out to take it at that top of the key. Driving into the lane, feeds in and out of the hands of Harrington. Basketball loose, diving effort by Trey Sager. He's got it. And while seated on the floor, we get a timeout by Martinsburg. Let's take it as well. A 30-second timeout for the Bulldogs. 5:32 to play in quarter number 1. And Martinsburg leading 5-1.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
5-1 is the lead for Martinsburg, as they have gotten a 2-point bucket on a putback from Trey Sager and a 3 from the left corner for Luke Fowler. Terrence Jones, 1 of 2 from the line with the lone point for Washington. Out of that Martinsburg timeout, they'll work into the front court. Still against that zone defense of the Patriots. I think trying to preserve a little energy in this one. The Dogs go high post to Dorn Smith, and from the right side of the lane, that 14-foot jumper rolls around the rim a couple of times and finally falls through for the Bulldog leading scorer. 7-1, that Martinsburg advantage. Jones driving in on the right side of the floor, got down to that baseline and floated it up on the run and gets it to go. Good grief, that was a rainbow shot from Jones. And now we get the Bulldogs turning it over in the back courts. That one ended up off of Kamarion Dow and into the Bulldog bench. I've got 3 early turnovers, and that is not going to sit well with head coach Dave Rogers, who told us in the pregame show we're still having too many problems with turnovers. And that one was what you would call an unforced error. Fleming losing the dribble at the foul line extended right side. Going down to get it was Farrow, and let's see, we are going to end up having a held ball in the possession. He is going to stay with Washington. So the Dogs almost got it back on the turnover, but instead Fleming will trigger that inbound, giving to Jones along that far sideline. Out top, that pass goes to Stottlemyre. He'll run the point now as the offense completely resets. Farrow pops out to take it. Holds it overhead, working to Jones. Low post left side. Turnaround jumper up and good. I tell you, he has been instant offense in the games that we have seen him. 7-5. He's got all 5 of the Patriots' points right now. Martinsburg with a 2-point lead in the ball. Sager giving it off to Dorn Smith. Low post right side. Takes it to the rim and lays it up and in. Nice one off the glass. Dorn Smith. And a good pass from Trey Sager on the assist. 9-5. That Bulldog lead. Harrington from the foul line puts it on the floor, gets into the lane, then his pass knocked away by Staub, still loose on the floor. Kamarion Dow diving after it. So too was Fleming, and eventually we get the held ball. Great effort by both players, going hard after that one. This time the possession arrow going to give it to Martinsburg. Dow taking the inbounds in the backcourt. 3:53 and counting in our opening quarter. 9-5. Martinsburg with the lead and the ball. Kamarion Dow giving to Dorn Smith at the high post. Down low to Trey Sager off his hand. He was able to run it down on the left baseline. Then driving baseline fed in the lane to Smith. Shot wouldn't go. His tip comes off the rim as well. And then eventually out of bounds to Washington. So a couple of opportunities for Dorn Smith. Point blank range right there at the rim. But could not get the shots to fall. Under 3.5 left in our opening quarter. 9-5 is the Martinsburg lead. Jones around a screen. Going to now begin a double team, and the basketball is poked free and will go out of bounds on that far side off Dorn Smith. Looks like Richard Moore back over on that bench for Martinsburg. He had been out for the last week. Part of that contact tracing around the COVID virus. Pass goes to Harrington along the left side of the lane, and just as he was pulling it in and turning, he ran right into Trey Sager, who reached in, grabbed the basketball. We get another jump ball call, but this time it stays with the Patriots. Harrington triggering that inbounds, lobs it out to Farrow, now to Jones on this right wing, gave a little ball fake, now drives down towards the baseline, forces up that shot, a little too strong, Harrington the rebound, turnaround good in the lane. Cameron Harrington with a good shot. I think we're going to get a timeout now for Washington. We do. It's a 30-second timeout. Let's take that 30-second break as well with 3:01 remaining in the opening quarter, and Martinsburg up by 2.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Well, as we are on the TV airwaves with high school basketball on our radio airwaves, it is the Final Four in the NCAA men's basketball tournament. It's Houston and Baylor to get it started, followed by UCLA and Gonzaga in the late game. The men's national championship game is on Monday. The women's final with Arizona and Stanford coming up tomorrow. Dorn Smith along the right side of the lane turning to put up a shot and has it blocked out of bounds by Cameron Harrington. Martinsburg will inbound right in front of that Washington bench. Luke Fowler looking, eventually gets to Trey Sager. We're under 3 minutes to play here in our opening quarter. Stobbs out top with some fancy dribbling before giving to Kamarion Dow, redirecting that offense. Pass goes to Trey Sager, finds Stobbs cutting down the right side of the lane. Ball got poked away and then out of bounds off of Garrett Stobbs. Got 4 Martinsburg turnovers. Now a chance for the Washington Patriots to tie it up or even take the lead. Cyril Ngasa coming in to replace Stobbs for Martinsburg. Anthony Smith on the floor as well. And Avion Blackwood. Kazon Villa out there, Jess Sutherland as well, so it's a fresh 5, if you will. Jones from just beyond the foul line pulls up off the dribble. His 16-footer rims out no good, and back the other way, it's Martinsburg. Villa on that right side of the floor. To Blackwood, to Ngasa, driving baseline left side, gets to the rim and lays it up and in. Nice drive. Cyril Ngasa, the 6-foot junior guard, has his first 2. 11-7, that Martinsburg advantage. Christian Longerbeam out there for the first time for the Patriots. Out top, Jones has it, guarded there by Ngasa. Around the screen set by Farrow. Both guys collide and go down, and we will have a stoppage of play. Farrow may have rolled his ankle just a little bit. Can't really tell. But he is a little bit gimpy after that collision. And again, an awful lot of contact without any type of a foul being called. Now Trey Jackson going to come back in. He will give Farrow a breather as he'll head over to the bench and stretch it out just a little bit. Jackson got to be careful, though. Has 2 fouls. 1:45 and counting, quarter number 1. Jackson started to drive. Has it poked away by Sutherland. A loose basketball grab by Ngasa. Down the floor to Blackwood. Blackwood to the rim and able to put it off the glass. First 2 for Avion Blackwood, the sophomore guard. Makes it 13-7. A turnover costly for the Patriots. Longerbeam thought about the 3 from the right side, but will hand it off to Stottlemyre. 1:20 and counting here in quarter number 1. Stottlemyre at the top of the key, picking up his dribble, giving it off to Longerbeam. You hear that Martinsburg bench on the far side really getting fired up for the way this team is playing defense right now. We've seen this before, a couple of other games from Coach Rogers and his staff. Making almost like the hockey lineup changes, putting in a fresh 5. This group a little bit smaller, but a little bit quicker. Driving into the lane, Jackson split a double team, and then we had a whistle and a foul call. He made contact with Jess Sutherland, but the call was prior to that as he was splitting through a double team. And I believe it's Blackwood who is going to pick up that personal. Yep, Blackwood has his first team foul number 2. Again, that was on the floor, not in the act of shooting. (13-7), the lead for Martinsburg with 49 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Harrington working that inbounds to Bryson Fleming. Fleming sending on this near side. That number 00. I don't have 2 zeros, but I do have a Matthew Garreau wearing just 1 0. So that must be him in the lineup right now. First time we've seen him in this ball game. Good defense by Martinsburg, and Stottlemyre has it again with his feet near that center circle. Blackwood comes out to really guard him tightly. Handoff goes to Fleming. Double team coming. Fleming banging into Blackwood, and we get a whistle and a foul. And Avion Blackwood now has his second. Now that's a tough one. Good defense, aggressive. Trying to get a steal in that situation. Couldn't get it. Instead, the foul. 3 Bulldog team fouls. And now Jones into the front court, guarded by Ngasa. Giving it off to Garreau. Back to Jones. Jones down the right side of the lane, and we get a hold on the Bulldogs. That may very well go on Cyril Ngasa. Waiting to see. Nope. I think that's Blackwood, and it is, and he just picked up his third. So he's got 3 fouls since coming in. And very quickly, Cameron Wilkes is going to come off the bench. Another sophomore. So the 5'10 Wilkes replacing the 5'10 sophomore Blackwood. Down to 11, down to 10, down to 9 as the inbounds in the hands of Jones. Jones on the right side of the floor, going hard to the basket and banks it up and in. Again in some traffic, able to get that one away. And Anthony Smith firing a 3-quarter court shot as the horn sounds. It is an air ball, and we will go to quarter number 2 when we come back. We take a 1-minute timeout with your score. Martinsburg 13, Washington 9.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender. All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
For TV10 and Talk Radio WRNR Sports, I'm Matt Miller. John Alderton running our TV10 camera. Colin McLaughlin, our engineer, back at the studio. 5 different Bulldogs have been able to put points on the board in the opening quarter. For the Patriots, just 2 players have scored, Jones and Harrington. Harrington has 2. Jones has 7. It's a 13-9 Martinsburg lead, and they'll add to it on that opening possession as they go low post left side to Dorn Smith for 2. Nice job to turn and put up that short jumper. And now a 15-9 Martinsburg advantage. Jones on that left side of the floor, able to get around Kamarion Dow. Little hesitation move, gets to the baseline, feeds in the lane intended for Fleming, knocked away from him, but all the way out to Trey Jackson. So the Patriots maintain the possession. Jackson calling for someone potentially to come out to that high post area. Now gives it off to Jones. Dorn Smith guarding him in this Bulldog man-to-man. Coach Hilliard getting what he wanted to see, making Martinsburg work on that defensive end. Hard drive for Jackson, and puts that tough shot up on the run, and it's off the mark. Got the backboard, never really the rim. Martinsburg the other way, and we have a whistle and a foul away from the ball. It's going to end up being a hold on Jackson, and that is his third. He pulls his jersey top out from the shorts in his frustration as he begins to make his way over to the bench. Second straight game where he has gotten into early foul trouble. You can sense that frustration. 15-9, and Coach Hilliard out questioning that, I believe, as well. Inbounds pass for the Dogs to Sager on that right side of the floor. Down low to Dorn Smith. Turns into the paint. Knocked away by Harrington. Good defense. Jones comes away with the basketball. Working into the front court. Taken right back by Dorn Smith. Nice play by the Bulldog senior not to give up on it. Dorn Smith going coast to coast. Shot rolls off the rim. Tip for Sager comes off the iron as well. And now it's Washington basketball. Quick feed down the floor. And Jones' shot off the mark but got his own rebound and banks it up and in. 15-11. Bulldog lead cut to 4. A little back and forth action for both teams. Took a moment for Jones to finally get that shot to go. Stops working down low to Sager. That jump hook missed wide left. Got his own rebound. Shot didn't go. Tipped up into the air. It's controlled by Smith. He lost it. Kamarion Dow has it. Works into the lane, and Kamarion Dow gets that shot to go and will have a three-point opportunity as he was found in the act. Bryson Fleming will be called on that one. His first team foul, number 4. Each team now with 4 fouls. And Kamarion Dow, a 73% foul shooter, 8 of 11 on the season, puts this one up and through. His first 3 points in this one. And the lead back out to 7 for Martinsburg at 18-11. 2 minutes gone by here in quarter number 2. Harrington on that left wing. Bounces that one off. Garreau comes out to get it. Passing to Stottlemyre, and Stottlemyre's pass then intended for Fleming, stolen by Kamarion Dow. Dow with a nice little up and under move as he got into the lane, putting it through. 20-11. That Bulldog lead out to 9. I've got 4 turnovers for the Patriots, but the last couple have been costly, leading directly to Bulldog points. Stottlemyre on that left wing in a double team. Works to Harrington at the foul line. He's going to put it on the floor, take it down the right side of the lane. Shot a little strong. Rebound controlled by Sager. Dogs right now doing a great job on the board. I've got him roughly an 11-4 rebounding edge. From the right side, 3 up and good for Kamarion Dow. His third 3 of the season. And just like that, he has scored 8 points. Back the other way. 3 ball from that left side is up and good. And we will have a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. Let's take the 60-second break as well with 5:02 to play in the half. And Martinsburg leading 23-14.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
5:02 remaining in our first half. Martinsburg basketball out of that timeout. Last 3, by the way, was for Terrence Jones, who continues to light him up. He's got 12 of his team's 14 points. The Dogs trying to work low post right side to Trey Sager, and Kamarion Dow's pass a little too far and beyond his reach. Not sure if Sager slipped a little bit or what, but just never really able to have traction to try to go after that one as it went out of bounds for the Bulldogs' 6th turnover unofficially. 4:38 to play first half. Nice pass in the lane to Stottlemyre, but his shot too strong. Stobbs grabbing that rebound. And it's a 5-on-4 as Stottlemyre falling to the ground. A little late getting back defensively, but Martinsburg unable to take advantage. Dogs go to Dorn Smith down the right side of the lane. He gets to the rim and lays it up and in. Dorn Smith now has 8 points. 25-14. Martinsburg out in front. Jones from straight away. Fires on that deep 3 off the backside of the rim, and the rebound to Sager. Stobbs now into the front court to Kamarion Dow, penetrating into the lane, but lost it as he was going up, and it's out of bounds off Kamarion Dow. You hate to see the turnover if your coach Dave Rogers, but certainly can't fault the effort. One that just got away from the fingertips of Kamarion Dow as he made a nice drive and was getting to the rim when he lost it. Dogs make that 5-man substitution. Ngasa, Anthony Smith, Villa, Sutherland, and Wilkes out on the floor. Washington into the front court, and the pass knocked away and stolen. That's Kazan Villa with it. He'll take it and give to Cyril Ngasa, cutting down the middle of the lane, and Ngasa gets the layup. There's some unselfish play right there. It looked like Villa may have had a chance for a shot, but did a nice job of finding the cutter down the lane, and now a turnover for Washington as we get that backcourt violation. Terrence Jones had yet to establish himself into that front court as he was leaping into the air, coming across as he caught that pass. Unforced error there for Washington. Wilkes in the front court to Ngasa on this left wing. Starts a drive and has the basketball taken away. Jones with the steal, and Jones to the bucket. Underhand scoop shot did not go. Rebound tipped. Harrington had it momentarily taken away from him. Anthony Smith passing down the floor to Wilkes, and Wilkes on the baseline could not save it from going out of bounds. Oh, boy. So it ends up being a turnover for Martinsburg. And both of these teams trying to get up and down the floor in these last couple of minutes. Not a ton to show for it, though, at this point. 27-14, a 13-point Martinsburg lead, 3:06 to play in our first half. Jones out top, dribbling to his right. Gives the feed to Farrow, turnaround baseline jumper from that right side, and it rattles off the rim. Kazan Villa keeps it alive, saves it from going out of bounds. He got it to Wilkes, and Martinsburg into the front court. Wilkes, the sophomore, going to pull up off the dribble from the top of the key. His shot off the mark, and a foul going after the rebound. That looks like it's going on Jess Sutherland, 6'5" junior. Picks up the personal for going over the back. His first team foul, number 5. Longerbeam takes the inbounds pass. Cyril Ngasa going to guard him in this Bulldog man-to-man. Longerbeam up that far side of the floor, goes all the way down to the baseline, pulls up from 15 feet out, shot short, rebound Kazan Villa. Villa into the front court on that dribble. Takes it down the right side of the lane and now backs it out. Anthony Smith has it on this left wing, dribbling to his right. Gives to Sutherland beyond the arc. Sutherland into the paint. Shot hits the side of the rim. He gets it right back, misses the shot. Now Farrow taps it out of there. And it's controlled by Matthew Garreau. Pass into the front court to Longerbeam. Longerbeam comes and gets it back again. We're under 2 minutes to play here in this first half. Garreau, low post right side, has that shot come off the rim in the backboard. In the battle for the rebound, the Kazan Villa comes away with it. Ahead to Wilkes, down the right side of the lane. Wilkes banks it high off the glass. Nice shot for the sophomore to make it 29-14. Martinsburg pushing that lead out to 15 with 1:35 and counting in our first half. Harrington at the top of the key, handing it off to Fleming. To Longerbeam from that left corner. 3 ball up and good. Christian Longerbeam hit a couple of those last night against Musselman, able to knock a big one down here. 29-17, that Martinsburg advantage as we near a minute to play in our first half. Kazan Villa on the right side of the floor, passing off intended for Smith. Fleming got a hand on it, but Smith runs it down, and now we have a whistle, and I believe we may have an offensive foul on Anthony Smith. We do. The official saying he used that off arm to help push away the defender. So that's a turnover. I've got 10 of them now on the Bulldogs. Ball belonging to the Patriots, and they turn it right back over. Oh, boy, Terrence Jones decided to make a move towards the inbounder, Bryson Fleming, who was not expecting that and ended up throwing it just behind Jones, and it went out of bounds on the near sideline. Tough break for the Patriots, and now Martinsburg with that 12-point lead will inbound. Anthony Smith taking it on that right side of the floor, penetrating into the lane. Gives to Ngasa in that left corner. He'll go back towards the paint. Now to Wilkes on the right side of the floor. Back out top to Ngasa. Again to Wilkes. Skip pass across the floor to Anthony Smith from this left corner. His 3 hits the rim. Fleming grabs the rebound and is fouled. Cyril Ngasa going to pick that one up, reaching in from behind, trying to knock that ball free. The 6-foot junior guard will pick up the foul 90 feet from the basket. That'll be the 7th Bulldog team foul. And that will send Bryson Fleming to the line. Fleming scored 4 points yesterday in that matchup against Musselman. Did not attempt a free throw. Looking for his first point in this one and leaves it short off the rim. Farrow, nice job to tip the rebound back to the shooter. Now Harrington on this right side of the floor. Giving to Fleming. Right corner. 3 on the way. Got it. There you go, Bryson Fleming. Couldn't get that free throw to go. Farrow kept it alive, and eventually Fleming gets the 3 from the corner. 29-20. That Bulldog lead is at 9. Sutherland on that right side beyond the arc, giving to Smith. Down to 19, 18, 17 seconds remaining in our first half. Dog's going to hold for that final shot. Smith dribbling to his right, out on that wing with 7 seconds. Gives to Sutherland. Out top to Ngasa, around to Wilkes on this left side of the floor. He gets down to the baseline, fading back, knocks down the 10-foot jumper. Cameron Wilkes, 5'10 sophomore guard, getting the shot to go just before the horn sounds. And as we go into the locker room at the half, Martinsburg leads by 11. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and then come back to Washington High School, where your score at the intermission is Martinsburg 31, Washington 20.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandSmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices. We are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Babe, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know, you pick.
Chinese?
No, not feeling it.
Mexican?
No, we just had that over the weekend.
You pick.
Let's go to the Cider Press restaurant. They have a new smoker burger. I think you'd really like it.
The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving, where the food is fresh and you feel right at home. Exit 5 right off I-81 in Inwood, or online at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Back again here at Washington High School. We're at the half with Martinsburg out in front by 11, 31-20. Matt Miller with you. Matt Crawford off for the weekend. John Alderton running our TV10 camera. Colin McLaughlin is our engineer back at the studio. It was Martinsburg getting out to the early 5-0 lead in this one. Washington then getting right back into it as they got back to within 9-7 before the Dogs pushed that lead back out to 13-7. A bucket for the Patriots had us at a 13-9 score going into quarter number 2. In that second quarter, Martinsburg able to push that lead out to 15-9 after it was 15-11 on a Washington bucket. Martinsburg able to take it out to 23-11 before Washington would knock down a 3-point bucket. The Dogs continuing to increase that lead as they got it out to 29-17, 29-20, and now here at the intermission, 31-20. Martinsburg outscoring Washington 13-9 over the first 8 minutes and 18-11 over the second 8 minutes. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and on the other side of the break, we'll look at some of the individual and team numbers from this first half. We are at the intermission here in Charlestown with Martinsburg leading Washington 31-20.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandSmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at Cider Press Deli and Grill.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you are away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Back here at Washington High School at the intermission, it is a 31-20 lead for the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Let's take a look at the numbers from this first half. We'll begin with the visiting Bulldogs, who have 7 players who have put the ball in the basket here in this first half. Spreading out that scoring, leading the way is Kamarion Dow with 8 points, including 1 for 1 from the line. Did knock down a three-pointer as well. Dorn Smith also with 8 points as he has hit 4 shots from the floor. Cyril Ngasa with a couple of shots has 4 points. The same for Cameron Wilkes. 3 points for Luke Fowler on a 3-point bucket, and then a bucket each for Trey Seger and for Avion Blackwood. Blackwood, the only Bulldog in foul trouble, 3 fouls in that first half as Martinsburg committed 7 fouls as a team. We've got the Dogs knocking down 2 3-pointers. They go 1 for 1 from the line, and Martinsburg with 17 rebounds while committing 10 turnovers. For the Washington Patriots, they've had 4 players score, but it's really been Terrence Jones who's done most of it. He's got 12 of the team's 20 points. That includes a 3-pointer. He's gone 1 for 2 from the line as well. Christian Longerbeam has a 3, as does Bryson Fleming. Fleming 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. A bucket from the floor for Cameron Harrington as well. For the Patriots, they have knocked down 3 threes in the first half. 1 of 3 from the line. That's 33% free throw shooting, committing 4 fouls. We've got them unofficially around 9 rebounds with 7 turnovers. There you go, numbers here at the half. Let's send it back to the studio, take a final 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll tell you what else is going on around the Eastern Panhandle. We've got one final in girls basketball, efforting for another. We'll see if we can get that one for you. And then, well, time to get into our second half of action here at the intermission. It's Martinsburg leading Washington 31-20 back in 2.
Heffley Motor Company, serving the Eastern Panhandle for over 17 years. Known for our wide variety of vehicles at great prices, we are the area's only pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer.
Save yourself time and money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
And don't forget our popular detailing service to keep your car looking brand new. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, why not buy local? Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com. The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
31-20 is the lead for Martinsburg as we get ready for our second half to get started. Earlier today in girls basketball right here, it was Jefferson getting the win over Washington 49-39. Spring Mills at Hampshire this afternoon. We've been efforting a score from that one, have not gotten it. If we do, we will bring it to you before we wrap things up here. In girls play last night, Hedgesville scored the win over Washington 33-31, while in boys play yesterday, it was Musselman in overtime, knocking off these Washington Patriots 72-69 as Trenton Wolf drained a game-winning three at the horn in that second overtime. Elsewhere, it was Jefferson getting the win over Hedgesville 67-56. Looks like Fleming, Jones, Jackson, Farrow, Harrington, starting five back out there for the Patriots. Fowler, Dorn Smith, along with Stobbs, Sager, and Dow, starting five back out there as well for Martinsburg. Here we go. Washington basketball, Jones with it into the front court as they now shoot at the basket to our left. Jackson has it along that left baseline, 10-foot jumper off the backside of the rim, rebound, Dorn Smith. Smith into the front court on the dribble, gives to Fowler on this right side of the floor. Skips it to Stobbs from the left side. His three hits off the rim. Fowler had the rebound go off his hand, and Jones comes away with it. He'll go down the floor. Got just inside the foul line and then was going up for the shot when Trey Sager reached in to try to block it and got him on the arm. Sager has his first, team's first. Jones to the line where he went 1 for 2 in that first half. 29 seconds gone by so far in our second half. Jones free throw up and good, leads all scorers with 13, coming off a 24-point effort yesterday against Musselman. He's been instant offense. This one rolls around the rim and out. He makes one of two free throws. Trey Sager the rebound, and Martinsburg will have it. 31-21, that Bulldog lead. Now at 10. Stobbs into the lane. He floats it up on the run with a right hand, and Garrett Stobbs has his first bucket. He'll become the 8th Bulldog in the scoring column. 33-21, that Martinsburg advantage. Farrow from the right side is three off the back of the rim. Rebound to Fowler. Quick outlet to Stobbs up the near side of the floor. He'll slow it down. Good transition defense for Washington. Sager along the right side of the paint, giving it off, intended for Dorn Smith at the high post, taken away by Harrington, and wait a minute, we'll have a held ball. So it's a held ball, not a personal foul, and it's going to stay with Martinsburg. Good defense that time by Cameron Harrington, almost came up with the turnover. Bulldog basketball with that lead at 12. 6:44 and counting in our third period. Fowler open from the left side. His three is good. Second time he's done that in this one. He's now got 11 three-pointers on the season. 36-21, and the Dogs get the lead out to 15. Washington got to find some scoring in this one. There's Jones getting it right back, cutting down the lane, but he missed the shot. Stops that rebound, and the Dogs the other way. Kamarion Dow from the top of the key, giving back to Stobbs. His left side three on the way. It's good. Stobbs has 7 of those on the season. His first in this one. He's got 5 here in this third quarter. 39-21 Martinsburg, pushing the lead out to 18, and a timeout taken by Washington. It's a 60-second break. Let's take the full timeout as well. 6:10 to play in the third, and Martinsburg now in front 39-21.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Now the Martinsburg Bulldogs, 24-4 all-time in this series against the Washington Patriots, and have won 13 in a row. Last Washington win against Martinsburg came in 2014 when they swept the regular season series that year, 83-49 and 86-68. Of course, that year the Patriots finished 25-1, suffered their only loss in the state semifinals. Just went ice cold down at the Charleston Civic Center. Remember being there for that one and just could not buy a basket the way that one played out. It's been a while for the Patriots. Josh McCarthy has checked into the lineup for the first time. A young guy who's been playing on the JV level, been moved up to the varsity. He got into the lane where he was fouled by Kamarion Dow. Second foul for him, second Bulldog team foul in the third quarter. McCarthy to trigger that inbounds, sends to Stottlemyre in the backcourt. Stottlemyre on that dribble. Fowler picks him up in this Bulldog man-to-man. Pass goes to Matthew Garreau. They'll send to Stottlemyre in the left corner. 3-ball on the way up and good. Braden Stottlemyre hit a couple of those yesterday, knocks one down here. Big bucket as it cuts into that deficit now, 39-24 Martinsburg. Stobbs on the right side of the floor, dribbling to his left. He gives off on that left wing to Fowler. He is 3 off the rim as it rolled around and out, but Dorn Smith high into the air to tip it in. 41-24. Martinsburg with the lead. 3 minutes gone by here in quarter number 3. Stottlemyre from the right side of the floor with a 3. That one's short off the rim. Seger the rebound. Giving to Dow. Down the floor to Fowler. Left side 3. Too strong. Backside rebound. Dorn Smith. Short jumper. Up and good. Smith now at 12 points. 43-24. Longer beam off the dribble from the right side. Shoots an air ball, saved from going out of bounds, but into the hands of Dorn Smith. Smith ahead to Fowler. Fowler cutting in on the right angle. Uses the left hand to kiss that one in off the glass. Luke Fowler now has 8. 45-24 Martinsburg, and we'll have a turnover as McCarthy, being harassed by Stobbs on the near sideline, ended up stepping out of bounds. Fresh 5 for the Dogs. Ngasa, Wilkes, Blackwood, Villa, and Sutherland check in for Martinsburg. Also, Trenton Burke has checked in now for the Washington Patriots. First time that we've seen him in this one. Wilkes into the front court, sending to Blackwood. They'll go high post, in and out of the hands of Sutherland, and it's a steal for Washington. Able to take that basketball away. Nearing the midpoint of quarter number 3. All Martinsburg right now, 45-24. They led by 11 at the half. Stottlemyre to McCarthy on this left wing. Good behind-the-back dribble. Splits through a pair of defenders. We've got a whistle and a foul. That foul will go on 3-5. Jess Sutherland. His second. Team's third. It's on the floor, not in the act of shooting. McCarthy to trigger that inbounds. Works to longer beam along this left sideline. He'll fire the three. It hits the rim of the backboard. Wilkes the rebound. Martinsburg basketball down the floor. The pass goes to Sutherland, taking it to the rim. He lays it up and in. The big fella, the 6'5 senior, running the floor. The beneficiary of that long pass, and he gets the easy two, if you will, 47-24. Martinsburg out in front. 3:23 and counting in quarter number 3. Garreau picking up that dribble for Washington, trying to get it off to McCarthy. Stolen by Blackwood. He'll take it to the rim, and the layup is good. 49-24 Martinsburg. McCarthy into the lane, and we will have a whistle and a foul. He was moving from left to right. And we will have a push that is called on the Bulldogs. That will go on Avion Blackwood, and it's going to be his fourth. I believe they did call that in the act of shooting. They did. And so with the continuation, the bucket will count. So the first point for McCarthy. McCarthy with an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. Getting some substitutions in and everybody squared away. Free throw up and short off the rim. Rebound to Martinsburg. 49-26, the Bulldog advantage. Kazon Villa along the left baseline. His short jump shot off the rim, and the rebound to Stottlemyre. Stottlemyre in the backcourt trying to avoid that double team. Gets it off to McCarthy. McCarthy dribbles it almost off his foot. Regains control of a nice job to dribble through some traffic, but then lost it. Villa with the steal ahead to Blackwood. Blackwood keeps it from going out of bounds. Somehow got it to Wilkes, cutting through the lane as it came off the hand of a Washington player. Cameron Wilkes will get the layup and the three-point chance. Wow. Count that bucket to make it 51-26. Foul, by the way, on Trey Jackson. It's going to be his fourth. Wilkes has yet to shoot a free throw on the varsity level. Puts this one up and puts it through. So Cameron Wilkes, who also sees JV time, completes that old-fashioned three-point play. 52-26 Martinsburg. Harrington from the right side, too strong from 15 feet out. Backside rebound to Villa. Working up the floor himself, gives it off to Sutherland. He dribbled it off of his foot, taken away by Stottlemyre. That's a turnover. But right there is Wilkes to take it right back. He'll give to Villa left of the lane, fouled as he goes up for the shots. And that is going to be number 5 for Trey Jackson. Jackson trying to block that shot of Villa. Picks up that personal. 2:10 remaining here in quarter number 3. Senior starting guard going to finish without being able to put points on the board in this one. Longer beam back in for Washington, and Kazon Villa to the line. Foul shot up and good, and that is his first free throw on this varsity season. 6'1" freshman has a season high of 8 points, came in averaging 4.5 a game, but had not been to the charity stripe. Second foul shot on the way. This one rattles around and out. Sutherland knocking that rebound all the way into the corner where he and a teammate hit the deck. That was Villa going hard after it along with Sutherland, and the two of them both end up right at the base of the bleachers, right by the Villa family. That's some good hustle. 53-26. Martinsburg in command right now with 2:06 left in this third period. Dogs looking for their 7th consecutive win. Jones down the left of the lane being stripped by Cyril Ngassa, but we get a whistle and a foul. Ngassa now has 2. 5 Bulldog team fouls in this third period. That's going to send Terrence Jones to the line. Senior guard with 13 points so far, and the foul shot rolls off the rim. 2 for 5 from the line in this one for Jones. Second free throw up and good. He gets 1 of 2, now has 14 points, 53-27. Martinsburg with the lead in the ball with under 2 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Sutherland at the high post, looking down low, passing for Villa, knocked away. Villa dives to the floor, so too does Stottlemyre, and he gets it for Washington. That's a Bulldog turnover. Jones down the lane, forces up that shot in a lot of traffic, never got the rim. Rebound tipped, controlled by Sutherland. And Gassa ahead to Wilkes, to Blackwood from the left corner. Off the mark, no good, but we have a whistle and a foul. Harrington was out to try to contest that one, and apparently made some contact. And it will be 3 free throws coming. As Cameron Harrington is called with the foul, his first team's third. Blackwood is 1 for 1 from the line this season, and as I say it, it rolls off no good. He gets 2 more. Clock stopped, 1:28 to play, quarter number 3. 53-27. Martinsburg out in front. Free throw up, it's good. Blackwood has made 1 of 2 and still gets another. Couple of dribbles and the foul shot up, and it's good. He makes 2 out of 3. He's now got 6 points. 55-27. Martinsburg with the lead. Washington with the ball. Farrow from the right corner. His 3 off the rim, no good. Backside rebound to Sutherland. Farrow having a tough afternoon after scoring 18, including 4 threes yesterday against Musselman, has not been able to knock one down. Villa from the left corner. 3 is good. Kazan Villa has his first 3 of the season. 58-27 Martinsburg. Pass at the high post intended for Jones, taken away by Cyril Ngaza. Outlet to Villa. Villa with a bounce speed, finding Blackwood. But it slipped out of his hands and a little too strong on the shot. And as Farrow grabs the rebound, a whistle and a foul. Beautiful passing from Villa to Blackwood, just could not finish. That foul, by the way, is on Avion Blackwood, and that is his 5th personal. So he fouls out with 45 seconds left. Each team now having a player fouling out in this one. Blackwood will exit, having scored 6 points, including 2 for 3 from the line. Washington basketball down 58-27. 35 seconds and counting in our third quarter. Harrington giving it off to Jones. Jones passing back to Harrington, knocked away and out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Kazan Villa got a hand on it. Inbounds coming. Harrington will trigger right of the basket on the baseline. Works it into Longerbeam from that right side. 3 up and good. Christian Longerbeam has his second 3 in this one. 58-30. Martinsburg with the lead and a chance for the final shot of the quarter. Sutherland from just inside the foul line. His 14-foot shot off the mark. Jones grabbing the rebound. Down to 5, down to 4, down to 3. Jones into the front court. Double team coming. Gets it off to Farrow. 3 wide right from about 35 feet out. Off the mark, and we will head to quarter number 4 when we come back. A 60-second break, and then we return to Washington, where Martinsburg leads at 58-30.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Well, action underway, and it is Washington basketball as we get quarter number 4 underway. Longer beam going to fire that three. Left to the top of the key. It's off the rim, and the rebound to Fowler. Quick outlet down the floor. Off the hand of Sager. He could not handle it. And that's 14 Martinsburg turnovers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Bulldogs in the scoring column so far in this one. Just 5 players have found a way to score for the Patriots, and leading the way, Terrence Jones with 14 of those. Christian Longerbeam has 6, having knocked down a couple of threes. For Martinsburg, 12 for Dorn Smith leading the way. And then Dow and Fowler each have 8. Jones from the top of the key, sending to Garreau on this left side of the floor. His pass on the right side. Pulled in by Longerbeam. Had to go up in the air to get it. Now down low to Harrington, trapped underneath of the basket. Able to work that one off, in and out of the hands of Farrow. It's a steal. Sager with that down-the-floor pass to Fowler, getting to Dow, and the leg up good. Kamarion Dow cutting in on that right angle, getting that leg up. And now another steal as Sager able to keep that one from going out of bounds, and it's Stobbs who will race it down the floor for 2. 62-30. Oh, Martinsburg in this one. Garreau into the lane, sending to Farrow here from this left corner. His three is off the rim, and the rebound to Stobbs. Martinsburg with the ball. Quick down the floor pass going to Sager. He got it to Dorn Smith, fouled on his way to the rim. Dorn Smith was looking for the slam dunk, but Mark Farrow got him on the arm and knocked that ball free. Farrow with the foul. And Dorn Smith will go to the line. Just a tough one all the way around for the Patriots after such a good one last night. And I kind of wondered, how much would be left in the tank for this team coming out of that tough one. An overtime loss against the Applemen. Dorn Smith missing that free throw short off the rim. Normally a 78% foul shooter. 14 of 18 coming in, and he misses them both. Harrington with a good box out. Clearing that rebound, and Washington the other way. Longerbeam from the right corner. Three is good. Tell you, Christian Longerbeam's got a nice shot. He's hit 3 of those. Quickly into the front court, Martinsburg, but they'll slow it down. 62-33, the dog advantage. Stobbs from the right side has a 3, hit the rim in the backboard. Harrington another rebound. The outlet to Farrow, and he'll work it into the front court on the dribble. Stops from the top of the key. His 3 short off the rim. Rebound to Dorn Smith. Outlet down the floor to Trey Sager. Sager to the rim. Missed the shot, but Fowler's there for the rebound and the putback. Not sure how Sager missed that leg up. Just spun it out of the hand a little awkward, I guess. 64-33, the lead for the Dogs. Deep 3 from Jones. It's off the mark. Dow gets the rebound from the seat of his pants. Gets to Trey Sager. Down the floor to Luke Fowler. And Fowler goes in for the layup. He's up to 12 points. 66-33, Martinsburg. Now under 5.5 minutes left in this one. Dogs going to improve to 7-1 on the floor. Officially 6-1. Washington going to suffer their 3rd straight loss. Turnaround jumper from the right side for Jones, off the mark. Sager the rebound, his outlet pass knocked away, but Stobbs runs it down. Dow with it on that left side of the floor. Back to Stobbs, down low to Trey Sager. Reverse layup comes off the backboard and the rim, and the Patriots move into the offensive end. Longerbeam sending a pass near side, stolen by Stobbs. Outlet down the floor to Dorn Smith, and has that basketball taken away from him by Longerbeam. Great hustle. Longerbeam gets just inside the foul line, stops and pops. His 14-foot jumper is good. He's in double figures now with 11. 66-35 Martinsburg. Stobbs from the right side. 3-ball good. Garrett Stobbs with his second 3 of this one. He's up to 8 points. 69-35 Martinsburg. Jones with a floater in the lane off the left side of the rim. Stobbs with the rebound. Going down the floor himself. Fakes that pass to Dorn Smith. Took it to the rim, but a little too far under. It was off the bottom of the rim. The rebound to the Patriots, but then Longerbeam with a bullet pass into the lane off the hands of Mark Farrow, and that one goes out of bounds. I've got 16 turnovers now for Washington, 15 right now for Martinsburg. 4:09 remaining in this one. 69-35 all Martinsburg. Patriots are going to fall to 3-5 officially, but really 5-5 when you look at the games they've played on the floor. From the left side of the floor, Luke Fowler hits a three, his third of the night. 72-35. Harrington out top, takes it down the right side of the lane. He gets to the rim and lays it in. Cameron Harrington with his second bucket. He's up to 4 points. Baseball pass down the floor. Finds Kazan Villa behind the defense. He's able to get the leg up to go. 74-37. Martinsburg in command, under 3.5 minutes left. Longerbeam left of the key, pulls up for three. Short off the rim. Harrington the rebound, turnaround jumper in the paint is good. He's got 6 points now. 74-39. Wilkes into the front court turns, giving to Fowler to Ngasa. A swing it around to Sutherland from the left corner. Three up and good. Second three of the season for the junior 6'5" center. 77-39, all the Bulldogs. Longerbeam from the left side of the floor. He pulls up off the dribble. 17-footer is good. He's having himself a great second half, especially 77-41. Martinsburg with the lead. Sutherland in the lane. Right hands it up off the front of the rim. Rebound got tipped by McCarthy and controlled by Longerbeam, but then has it taken away to the rim. It's Cyril Ngasa for the leg up. Ngasa now up to 6 points. 79-41 Martinsburg. Going to be win number 14 in a row in this series for the Dogs. McCarthy beyond the arc on this left side of the floor. Right hand dribble, got to the paint and put it up. Made that shot. Couple of buckets now for Josh McCarthy, who has come from the JV level up to the varsity level here as the season has gone along. Sutherland in the lane. Shoots that one up over Harrington. Shot did not go. Rebound to Washington, under 2 minutes left. And a Longerbeam making a move, trying to get around Luke Fowler, and tripped over Fowler. The whistle stops playing. Luke Fowler picks up the personal. 7th Bulldog team foul. Luke Fowler goes out. Trey Sager comes back in. So Longerbeam will go to the line. Front end of the 1-and-1 coming here. He has yet to shoot a free throw in this one. Puts it up and through. 8 points in the quarter. 14 in the ball game now for Longerbeam. Free throw up and good. 79-45 Martinsburg. Minute 40 and counting. Pass to the high post off the hand of Sutherland. Taken away by Garreau. He's going to drive it in on the right angle. Contact and a foul, and a couple of free throws are coming as Kazan Villa will be called with the foul. (79-45). Martinsburg out in front. Free throw up and a little too strong. One more coming. Second free throw on the way. That one is good. So 1 of 2 for Garreau. 79-46. Villa in the left corner. Skip pass to the right side of the floor where Sager pulls the trigger on a three and got it. Trey Sager knocks it down. 82-46 Martinsburg. Wilkes gets the steal. Getting it ahead to Kazan Villa. Villa to the rim for the leg out. Villa now with 8 points, 84-46, Martinsburg. Longer beam from the left side, 3 on the way, a little bit too strong. Sutherland grabs that rebound. Outlet to Cyril Ngasa. To Wilkes from the left corner, 3, rolls around the rim and out. Harrington the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor himself. Lost it as he was going to make a pass, and it comes off of his hand, his shoulder, and out of bounds. I got 21 turnovers here in the second half. That's 28 in the ballgame now for the Patriots. 3 from Cyril Ngasa from the left side. Comes off the iron, rebound tipped. Washington controls. McCarthy's pass up the floor, knocked out of bounds by Dorn Smith. Stops the clock with 30.3 seconds to play in this one. The outcome decided, just a matter of running that time off the clock. McCarthy with it, takes it down to the edge of the paint along this left side, and he puts the short shot up and through. He's got 6 points. 84-48 Martinsburg. See if they'll take another shot. Down to 13, down to 12. Cyril Ngasa on this right wing. He'll fire that 3. Short off the rim. Harrington had the rebound. Passes down the floor. Garreau there for the shot. He'll finish with 3 points. The horn sounds. This one is in the books. 84-50 is the final as the Martinsburg Bulldogs get the win. They're 14th in a row in this series. They're 7th in a row on this season as they are now 7-1 for the Washington Patriots. They fall to 5-5, suffering their 3rd straight loss. Our post-game show coming up next and brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. First, a 2-minute timeout. Then we're back to recap the scoring in this one. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at Cider Press Deli and Grill.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078. The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
We welcome you back into Washington High School, getting into our Palace Lounge post-game show. We do it by quickly recapping the scoring in this one. Matt Miller with you. Matt Crawford off this weekend. John Alderton running our TV10 camera. Our engineer at the studio, Colin McLaughlin. All right, let's take a look at it. It was a tight game early on. Martinsburg raced out to the quick 7-1 lead. The Patriots fighting their way back to within 2 at 9-7. by the end of quarter number one. Martinsburg had a 4-point lead at 13-9 in that second quarter. Martinsburg outscoring Washington 18-11, pushing that lead out to 11 at the intermission. 31-20. The Dogs started the second half on an 8-1 run, stretched that lead out to 18 points, and it didn't take them much longer before they were able to get it out to 20 and beyond as they outscored the Patriots 27-10 in that third quarter. Martinsburg led 58-30 going into quarter number four, and Martinsburg in that fourth quarter outscores Washington 26-20 as the Bulldogs go on for the 34-point victory. Your final in this one, 84-50, and for Martinsburg, as I look up and down, everybody that played today except for one put points on the board. Anthony Smith, coming back from injury, had some limited playing time in this one and did not get a point. Otherwise, everybody else found that scoring column 2, 4, 6, make it, 6 players in all able to put points on the board for the Washington Patriots. We'll look at that on the other side of this break. We'll run some of the numbers when we come back after a 2-minute timeout. Reminding you again, the final in this one, Martinsburg getting the victory over Washington 84-50.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Sater Drive in Inwood.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs.
Back again on the Palace Lounge post-game show. Time to take a look at some of the numbers in this one. Let's begin with the Martinsburg Bulldogs. They had 2 players make it 3. As I look back through, the numbers go into double figures. It ends up being Luke Fowler leading the way with 15 points. He knocked down 3 3-pointers, 12 for Dorn Smith, and 10 for Kamarion Dow. Rounding out the scoring, Trey Sager had 5, Cyril Ngasa 6, Garrett Stobbs 8, Cameron Wilkes 7 points. Avion Blackwood fouled out with 45 seconds left in the third, finished with 6 points. Kazon Villa had 8 and 5 for Jess Sutherland. Meanwhile, for the Washington Patriots, they had 2 players go in double figures. Christian Longerbeam with 15 points, 9 of that coming in quarter number 4, 14 for Terrence Jones, and then rounding out the scoring, Matthew Garreau scored 3 points as well for Bryson Fleming and for Braden Stottlemyre, 6 for Cameron Harrington, and 6 as well for Josh McCarthy. Overall, we had the Patriots hitting 6 threes, while Martinsburg knocked down 8 from beyond the arc. The Patriots 6 of 12 from the line. The Bulldogs 5 of 9. Martinsburg with a plus 13 rebounding edge at 35-22 and a plus 2 turnover ratio with 16 turnovers. The Patriots with 18. My math was terrible there late in the play-by-play. I said something about 28. My brain was messing with me. I added an extra one in there that I shouldn't have. So 18 turnovers, the unofficial total for the Washington Patriots. There you go, just a little bit of a look at the numbers from this one. All Martinsburg as they get the victory by 34 points. Let's take our final 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and wrap up the Palace Lounge postgame show as we set you up for what is next for both of these teams and our next broadcast. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
And we are back one final time here at Washington High School, looking at what is next for these two teams according to their schedules. Washington is at Hampshire on Thursday of this upcoming week before coming to Martinsburg next Friday night. For the Bulldogs, they will be back at home in this upcoming week for a Tuesday night showdown against Hedgesville, and then that Friday night matchup against Washington. As for our broadcast schedule here at Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, let's see, it will be Monday. We will have the boys matchup with Jefferson at Musselman. That will be the TV-only game, as we'll have the national championship game in college basketball that night, and hopefully some Washington Nationals baseball if they get a chance to open up the season on Monday after their season opening series with the Mets has now been postponed. Then Tuesday we've got Hedgesville at Martinsburg. Next Thursday in girls play, Martinsburg is at Washington. And then next Friday, as we mentioned, Washington at Martinsburg, and we'll have the play-by-play of that one for you as well. And then we're efforting right now that perhaps next Saturday the 10th, when the Shepherd University Rams will play a spring football game up at Wheeling Island Stadium against Mercyhurst. We are looking to try to get that one on the airwaves for you as well on TV 10. That's going to wrap it up for us here. Thanks to each of our sponsors supporting our coverage of high school boys basketball, girls basketball as well. We thank you for joining us at each of our broadcast entities. Thanks to both head coaches providing us with information and interviews for our broadcast. Thanks to Athletic Director Tim Michaels and all of the staff and the folks here at Washington High School for their help and their hospitality with today's game broadcast. For our cameraman, John Alderton, for our studio engineer, Colin McLaughlin, I'm Matt Miller reminding you our final score in this one. It is Martinsburg 84 and Washington 50. Until Monday, so long, everyone.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Smallwood & Small Insurance, Thomas Miller Agent, Administrative Drive, Martinsburg. Cider Press Restaurant, Exit 5, Inwood. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring in Inwood. Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, Tavern Road, Martinsburg. The Mortgage Center in the Aiken Center, Martinsburg. Dynamark Atlantic Security, your local alarm professional. Holly's VIP Northside, Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. Art McBee Insurance, Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs, D&N Auto Specialists off Tavern Road, Martinsburg, and Heffley Motors, HeffleyMotorCompany.com.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.